All right, guys. So, as you can tell, we have a special guest for this portion of Toku Station. Tristan Walter, alongside Patchy, our resident little tiny kaiju. So, not a dai kaiju, a tiny kaiju. So, little cute little Patchy in the corner. Nailed it. So, if you can't see Patchy, you're not watching the video version, and that's okay, but Patchy's fucking adorable. Anyway, speaking of things that are adorable, Godzilla using atomic breath into the sky. I don't know if it's adorable, if it's... I mean, is that bad for the environment? I feel like that is.
I mean, shooting atomic radiation into the sky, probably not the best thing for us, at least.
I would say it's not. Also, speaking of, yes, we are talking about the latest Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer that showed not only Godzilla, but it showed Rodan, Ghidorah, and Mothra. So, and it showed a lot more of some of the other characters like Millie Bobby Brown. I don't know who she's playing necessarily, but her character, who seems like she can telepathically speak to the kaiju in some way, or I'm sorry, the MUTOs, or what are they? The Titans? Is that what they're being referred to in this film? It's not Titans. It's still MUTOs, right? Because Titans was the anime, right? Or am I wrong? I'm forgetting now. They're all bleeding together.
No,
I could swear the original trailer called them Titans, like in Legend.
Oh, maybe.
Because Ken Watanabe, because he's playing the same character he played in the first movie.
Right, Dr. Serizawa.
Dr. Serizawa. Because he actually, like, put his hand on Godzilla. Like, Godzilla apparently is understanding, like, no, I'm a bit like Kong. I'm kind of here to protect you guys. I'm not like these dicks. Because also there was talk of letting Godzilla free in the trailer. So it seems as if between the first and the second movie, they may have captured Godzilla.
Right. Seems, yeah.
So basically there seems to be this debate within the movie, just looking at the trailers, that it's going to be this idea of we need to let Godzilla free to save us. And they're like, no, but Godzilla bad. Godzilla destroy thing. Look how he destroyed thing. Look. Which is kind of funny because that's really any Godzilla movie. That's something that translates.
There's another monster. Oh, there's another monster. Oh, there's another one over there too. We need to let Godzilla out.
And then there's like one person in there who's like, so your idea of fighting giant monsters is letting out another giant monster. And it's like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
For the first movie, so yes.
basically. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff here. I love their use of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Two different ways it was composed for this trailer. Really fun. It was fun in not like a haha way, but it just, I don't know, it brought like a weird smile to my face hearing Somewhere Over the Rainbow when they're like seeing these kaiju for the first time. It warmed the cockles of my heart, and that is an actual word, cockles. Anyway, Tristan, what are your thoughts on this trailer? How interested were you?
Godzilla fight Ghidorah on screen. Tristan happy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I want giant monster fight.
That's something that I never would have expected to see in an American adaptation of Godzilla, I have to say. I never thought that they would get to the point where they would actually have a kaiju monsterverse thing going. Like, I thought after that 1990 some odd, I keep on forgetting the year, I keep on getting it wrong every time.
98.
That 1998, thank you, the 1998 movie, I thought Godzilla in the States was done for. We still had Godzilla in Japan. They had brought over more movies since. I mean, Shin Godzilla is available in the US actually, so you can buy that on DVD as well, subtitled. So it's not like Godzilla is dead, so it's such, quote unquote. But I didn't think that they were ever going to have the ability to wash that away. And, I mean, not only have they been able to do that, but in their second movie, no less. Technically, you could argue that third if you want to consider Kong Skull Island kind of like a wedge in the middle, if you want to. A bit like how, in a way, like how superhero movies, like, you'll say this is the third... No, because, like, when it comes to superhero stuff, right?
Yeah,
you'll have different characters making cameos in other movies, so it's kind of like, is it really the... It's not technically the third movie, right, but is it really like the third movie? No,
sorry, my eyes only widened because I have the trailers running in the background, and I just heard Godzilla roar again, and my
Tristan,
pupils dilate every time I hear Godzilla roar.
I get it. You're an American. You don't have to talk about your patriotism every time we're out the podcast. I get it. You're a red-blooded American. Anyway,
okay.
As we're talking about this, you're like, I have the trailers running in the background. I'm like, yes, as any red-blooded American person would do.
Okay.
Anyway, my point is that I think that it is very interesting that in this movie they just threw all this at Godzilla, because it seemed like they didn't even want to kind of like tippy-toe into it. They're like, you know what? The first one was cray. We showed MUTOs existing also with Kong. Let's let all of the shit hit the fan in this one. Because I wonder what's going to happen with 2020 when it comes to Kong versus Godzilla. Because
Right.
I thought, like, is there not going to be a third Godzilla? Like, is that going to be considered the third Godzilla? Because I don't know where. What I'm saying is, just from the trailers alone, how can you top this? Even if you're like, but Matt, there could be aliens. Yeah, but every single monster, quote unquote, every single, is coming out to say hello in this. Like, I know, like, there's more monsters, obviously, in the giant, plethora of Godzilla stuff. But, like, the ones that people can think of, like...
Yeah, like, Mothra and Rodan and
Ghidorah. Because you would think that they would omit Ghidorah and maybe these three would go against each other accidentally. Right. But no, like, they're bringing in Ghidorah, and it looks like this is supposed to be a cataclysmic, apocalyptic type event.
Yeah.
Like, how can you top this? Like, even if you bring in aliens, I feel the aliens are like, oh, you guys look like there's some shit going on.
That's the funny part. Usually Ghidorah is the alien that comes in, and all the Earth monsters are like, ah, shit.
I'm sorry, so are you telling me, Tristan, that the alien is not, let me see my notes here, SpaceGodzilla?
Alright.
I don't know what SpaceGodzilla is. I just know the name. No, because I know there's Mechagodzilla, which is created to attack Godzilla when they're like, I mean, what if he turns on us?
No, I mean, that's fair. You're right.
I don't know who
also a SpaceGodzilla.
But who is SpaceGodzilla? What the fuck is that?
It's Godzilla, but with, like, weird alien crystals growing out of his back. And he's an alien.
But he's not Godzilla.
No.
But he's named SpaceGodzilla.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
Alright, sure.
I think it was the idea that, like, it's an alien crystal, but it's a life form that, like, copies other things.
Oh, see, that's amazing.
It was like, oh no, you know what? They took cells of Godzilla and shot them out into space, like they were doing a test with them.
Fucking Dr. Giro,
and then it came back as SpaceGodzilla, and they're like, oh shit.
I don't know why, the way you said that. They took cells of Godzilla's, they shot it back into space, and it came back negative. What the fuck does that even mean? What do you mean? It was Godzilla. What the fuck is that supposed to be? The results came back negative.
It came back positive because another Godzilla came back.
We have positively confirmed that all of you are fucked. Is that the test we were sending out? Yes, the test we were sending out is, are we gonna get fucked? It came back as fucked. So either way though, I mean, I guess you could argue after an event like this, a third one would involve aliens trying to invade, I guess.
Or throw more monsters into the mix, because it's funny, looking at the trailer.
I don't know much about... I
originally thought it was just Mothra, Rodan, and Ghidorah and Godzilla,
right.
But there may possibly be other monsters.
It looks like there's talons. It looks like there's talons that I don't think would be on Mothra or Godzilla. Like, there was this weird, like, talon that I saw that I was like, that looks lizardy, but not like Godzilla, and I don't know if Mothra would have it. Granted, Mothra would probably have big talons to grab things as Mothra is flying around. And also to dig into, like, either Godzilla or Rodan. Like, you have to give Mothra something other than, I can blow wind good. So, like, I assume, like, they're gonna have the talons be, like, really sharp, maybe, to, like, try to, like, rip into other monsters. But, like, no, but, like, what other... do you think... Because I know, like, that video game that we played on, I believe it was Season 3, a while ago, of those guys' play. It was Godzilla... It wasn't Save the Earth. It was Destroy All Monsters Melee, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. Yeah. There was a brand new alien character, Orga, right? Created for that game. Yes. Do you think they might create a new alien?
Not created for the game.
Oh, I think Oh. Then do you think they could use Orga?
Too. But I think... here, actually, let me look at that.
But you think they could potentially bring in, like, an Orga to come in instead of Ghidorah for, like, a third? Because, like, looking at this, it seems like this is supposed to be the end-all, be-all. Like, the monsters are either dead or they lie dormant. Get the fuck out. Goodbye. You know?
Right.
I'm just wondering.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm a moron. Orga
What?
is the monster that Godzilla fought in Godzilla 2000.
Oh, but a movie that I have not seen, so that's fine.
Which
Um,
is funny because I thought that was, as a kid, I thought that was Destroya, because I think my
hmm,
dad thought it was Destroya and I didn't know. And
okay.
now looking it up, it's like, no, that is the alien that Godzilla fought in Godzilla 2000, which I actually saw in theaters, I think.
I'm only
Uh,
laughing because I could just imagine you and your dad having an argument about that. Now,
Basically. But like looking up, no, like
yeah.
Destroya is another monster, but he's in a completely different movie.
Okay. So, either way, my thing is this. Taking bets here. Who do you think in the let's look at the March Madness bracket. Who do you think is going to come out on top? I think Godzilla, but like underneath the bracket, who do you think is going to beat who first? I'm thinking maybe Mothra takes down Rodan, Ghidorah takes down Rodan, and then Godzilla v Ghidorah. Godzilla takes the gold.
See, it's funny because usually Godzilla, like, if we're
Teams
looking at
up.
like, past movie, yeah, like Godzilla usually teams up with Mothra or Rodan to go up
Yeah.
against Ghidorah because Godzilla has like an on and off, like, as far as I
Friendship.
understand, he has a weakness to electricity, which
Hmm.
Ghidorah shoots electricity out of his mouth, so
Right.
owls. So Godzilla usually needs a little bit of help. Granted,
Wee
he's
bit.
tanking most of it, but like, you know, when he's got to like tag and be like, "Hey
So
guys, can you give me like a minute so I can charge up and kick this guy's ass finally?"
so then they're probably gonna do a thing where it's all three of them fighting, and then like towards the end they're like, wait a minute, this fucker, and then they're gonna turn their attention to Ghidorah. Like, we don't
Yeah,
like each other, and we kind of want to fight, but the humans are wrong when they're saying all of us want to take over the Earth. It's actually like a Ghidorah thing. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I really don't know, because it
Because the
does make it
lore.
seem like through these trailers that
Yeah.
all four of them are vying for control of the planet.
That's just the lore that's mentioned by the humans. We haven't heard the monster side of
True.
things yet, which, funnily enough, in a weird way, does matter. It's not like me trying to be like funny here. Like when looking at the way the monsters interact with these characters throughout these movies, there is a their side to the story.
And I mean, it's
So
funny. It seems like it's gonna be like, it looks like it's the military of Earth basically at this point because the Earth has to band together against these monsters.
yes, yes, definitely.
So it's like all of our Earth's military might plus Godzilla versus three other kaiju.
Oh, 100%. That seems like what's going on right now. Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. So, anything you want to say, Tristan, before we wrap this one up?
Uh, yeah, I that last shot with Godzilla and Ghidorah like
Mm.
going at one another, and just like the three heads like snaking up towards him, like two of them go into Godzilla's hands, and like the last head is going after his head. Oh god! And then the roar at the end. I
Yes. Yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. No, it
Wait.
no, it seems like it's gonna be
So happy.
it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Like
Like,
it's
and
yeah.
you'll be happier because there's more monsters on the screen this time.
No, thank you for bringing that up. I almost forgot. That was because we've done some recent audio podcast reviews. You can check them out over at our Those Guys on the Radio YouTube channel or over at our Blog Talk Radio account, blogtalkradio.com/Those Guys on the Radio. Maybe even search up Those Guys on iTunes. Either way, not trying to promote, literally saying we've talked about Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island. And I think the only thing that really sticks out to me that's better in Kong Island versus Godzilla, like the one big thing at least, I should say, is that there's more Kong in Skull Island than there is of Godzilla in the 2014 version. They have the MUTOs too, but like they really like are usually off screen away from each other. So like seeing more monsters potentially even clashing in this film is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Because again, we've already confirmed at the very least there's going to be Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. That right there to me is intense enough to keep me going, even if they're not always clashing. Just them looking at each other, maybe seeing them in a facility, that'll feel like more monster time than in 2014. So I hope that Tristan's right, even though you're making fun of me. I hope that it's true. We're going to have more monster fights and more monster interactions in this movie because, yes, everything is going to shit. You can't just show like an earthquake and be like, a monster is over there. We will not show him over there, but he is over there. Oh, no. Like, you're going to have to see the monsters involved in all of this. And it'll be very interesting to see where this goes from here. So I want to hear from you guys down below, either in the chat or in the comment section. What do you think about all this? Does this make you hyped? Make you less hyped? Were you interested in this from the get-go and now you're even more interested, or are you less interested? Again, want to hear about all your thoughts about this, especially Godzilla doing that atomic breath roar at the end, down below. And before we go, I want to say, Tristan, thank you so much for being on this episode of Toku Station with us. Hopefully we have you on for more episodes that are Godzilla related. And yeah, thank you so much, dude. Really, though, thank you for being on this with us. So you take care, too. Godzilla Cowboy.